Oh my God. Okay. All right. Before, thank you, Corey. No, don't touch the, he said not to touch the. Is this okay that she touched the mic? Okay, we have a few housekeeping things before we get started. First of all, this beautiful kippah was left at Congregation Beth Shalom for the Shabbaton. There we go. Thank you. Okay, there are extra New Outlook magazines in the office area. There are calendar diaries available for purchase, especially Canadian. Does that, Rabbi, what does that mean? Oh, so take them so we don't have to mail them. And thank you to Seaboard Region. There is leftover cake in 1321 after Minka from Julia's celebration. And it's parv. Yes, it is. Okay. This is another example of how we care for one another. We had a lot of food from the region parties left over. And I am very touched that yet again, my sisterhood stepped up and said, we'll take it to the Northfield Food Pantry or the Ark. So we are going to be collecting that tomorrow by the office, because if you bring it up, it just has to come down again, and that's really silly. And we will load up cars. Okay, so thank you. We'll pick a time. Okay. You want to make an announcement now? Yes, because. Oh, water, yes. Please bring down your water dispensers, but please empty them today. Make sure they're dry, because we don't want any little organisms growing on their way back from New York to New York. Okay. All right, it's really very hard to believe that this is the closing plenum. Hours and hours and hours have been devoted to putting this convention together. And while I truly appreciate everyone coming up to me to thank me for doing this, it wasn't me. I need to introduce you and have them stand with me. Here we go. It's starting early. The convention core team: Anise Parnes, logistics; Rachel Ferber, programming; and Dana Sirkin, programming. Oh, picture. No. Yeah. I completely forgot. Okay. So independently, we may have known one another, but we didn't know each other as a unit. And we became a unit. We were together like this. At no time was this team ever like this. And it was apparent that we were there for one another. And this is what Women's League is about. And I have to say thank you to the person that's responsible for putting this team together, Debbie Kaner-Goldich. And in all our weekly meetings, which I have gone cold turkey last Wednesday, Debbie and Rabbi Ellen and Carol Simon were there. We were another unit. And we talked and we planned and we changed and we planned and we changed again and we planned. That's right. But guess what? This is what we got. So, like I said, it wasn't me. It really wasn't just the four of us that did this. There were many people that helped put this together before we walked in the door. If you planned a program, had a committee put together, spent countless hours, your volunteer hours, putting a great program together before you walked in this door, please stand up. Okay. Don't sit down. Don't sit down. Don't sit down. Stand up. Okay. Once we're in the door, we need a lot of volunteers, right? Because one person can't keep handing out things. If you were a volunteer in the hotel during convention, please stand up. Those of you that are sitting and those of you that are standing, I want you to look around and see the kahila that we have created. And I said this at the Benot Mitzvah, that I have a couple sub kahilot here, Makom B'Yachad. Boy, that's a cheap throw. That we've talked about it. Words can't describe what this group is. We have that subgroup, and this kind of feeling is, I've seen it in the hallways. I've seen it in the meeting rooms. There is happiness. There is excitement. You can tell not everybody talking to one another are lifelong friends, but they are now. And again, this is what Women's League is about. What? Yes, yes. Okay, now you could sit down. Okay, every convention has a host region. I was very lucky, Rachel and I were very lucky that we are part of the host region. So with the Central Great Lakes region, please stand up. Yeah, yeah. Robin. These are the women that came before we started without question. We needed help. They were here. It wasn't, oh, you know, I'm really busy. I don't think I can do it. When do you want me? Okay. Well, we're all part of international. We're part of a region, and we're part of a sisterhood affiliate. I could not have done this without my sisterhood. There wasn't anything, and I don't think I asked things. I just mentioned that we might want to do something, and it's, what do you need? We're going to get it done. You don't have to worry about it. We're there for you. Well, Congregation Beth Shalom of Northbrook Sisterhood, please stand up. What? Sometimes you I don't know if you consciously think about why we do the things we do. We see Torah Fund and we know what we do for Torah Fund is our legacy. Because without us doing Torah Fund, we wouldn't have a future. And we do these things. A lot of things I do now is because I'm a grandmother. I'm making a legacy for my grandchildren. But the best thing is when you can turn over the presidency of your sisterhood to your daughter-in-law. Okay,
You got it.
I knew it. I knew it. That happened when I installed her. I was doing really well and all of a sudden my voice cracked. Okay. It is called love. Geraldine, you know that better than anybody. I'm sorry, I'm gonna call you out because Geraldine, you and I really just met in person. But Geraldine has been a regular at Macomb Yachad, okay? Her infectious excitement and enthusiasm for Women's League, I needed her here. And the hugs that you have given me every day was energy for me. So thank you. Is there anything you'd like to say? We're all crying. Okay. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being our first convention after this horrendous 3 years we've been through in the world. And clearly we know it isn't over. But like I said before, there was something very special about this convention. We came out of the darkness and I saw it. The happiness, the excitement, the love of people you just met. And I can't thank you enough. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Statistic time? Yes. Statistic time? Yes. What? Yes. Okay. Yes, Edna. What? Say something. I would never stop you.
Did y'all have a good time here? 3 years from now. No? I'm sorry.
Okay, this is what you're really waiting for. This is the exciting part, the statistics. Okay, because people ask, how many people did we have? Well, I'm going to tell you how many people we have. If you want to take your notebooks out, take your notebooks out. Our lovely notebooks, right, Doreen? We did a good job. Corinne, sorry, I do that mixed up all the time. Okay. Delegates, full convention Sunday through Wednesday, 181. Delegates Sunday through Tuesday, so it's till lunch today or till this, 85. So that's 266. Virtual, 96. And that number kept going up as we went on. First timers, 109. Where the first timers, please stand up. I don't know about you, but the first time I went to convention in Baltimore, unfortunately, I broke my foot. So I'll always remember when I did this. But I got such an energy from that. I haven't missed one since. So I hope you all will do the same. Okay, we had a Shabbaton, 75 people. We had some local people come for Shabbat dinner, 24. We had 62 people. There was a combination of day trippers and guests. 78 sisterhood presidents. 31 Sisterhood Torah Fund chairs, 34 Sisterhood Education chairs, and 13 Sisterhood Judaica chairs. This was pretty awesome. So I want to thank you all. It's hard to believe that this is it, but I will never forget this, and I want to thank you. Debbie, would you please come up here?
I just asked Edna if she's tired. Are you all tired? Great. If you're not tired, you didn't have a good time. Thank you. Thank you to Edna and to the team. And yes, I did put you together because you have incredible skills and you are wonderful, wonderful leaders of this organization. I know you worked really hard. I know we didn't have the staff we needed, but you did a great job and you stepped in and did all kinds of things. And I just heard Anise say on the way in, she does everything except clean the bathroom. And I think Anise did clean the bathroom. So she didn't? Okay. But she emptied the trash. I saw you empty trash, Anise. So speaking of staff, we do want to thank, I don't know if she's still here, Rabbi Ellen?
Yes.
Okay. And Rabbi Margie is in the back. And I know Karen and Razel and Stacy are outside, but all I can say is thank God for Karen's video skills, her tech skills, Stacy's ability to organize and manage, and Razel's loving kindness to everyone. We could not be who we are without our staff, and we thank you so much. So it's been great. And I'm leaving next week for 3 weeks. Don't call me, call Julia. If you had a great time, you can call me. If you have a complaint, you can call Julia. So I want to thank everybody for a wonderful, wonderful, it really was special, Edna. You guys did a great job. It's like no other convention we've ever had. There was so much joy. And all of our VIP rabbis and the chancellor commented on the fact that there was so much spirit and ruach in this room at every meeting, and Tehila and I had a conversation outside, and she said she couldn't believe how everybody came to every meeting and every program and people wanted to be together. And I said, well, that's what happens when you provide a great program. So thank you for being wonderful delegates and coming to every program. I know that Julia wants to make a presentation, but I think we'll officially close convention right now and say that I don't have a gavel. It wasn't brought with us, but officially I have Matilda Schechter's original gavel. And it's locked in the bookcase in the president's office, and it was supposed to come, it didn't. So when Julia gets there, she'll be able to take a look and hold it. It's a pretty powerful moment when you pick up Matilda Schechter's gavel. But we'll just imagine that I have it and say that convention is officially closed. What? The virtual journal is not officially closed. You may make a donation in honor of the convention team, in honor of Rabbi Ellen, in honor of anybody, the new friend that you just made. And the Shifra and Pua project is not, I don't know, do we? The Shifra and Pua project is not closed. You may still donate to that. And this morning you learned about Masorti. Hold on one second. You learned about Masorti and what we could donate to help the Ukrainian Jews. And so that project is not closed. And if you go home and you feel good about the last 3 days and what you did, and if you want to continue that feeling of Gemilut Chasadim, donate to any one of those 3 causes. And Rabbi is going to give us a total of Shifra and Pua. But I do want to say that while I was sitting here during Ellen Grossman's presentation, I get the financial secretary, the treasurer, and Rabbi and Razel get a little accounting every time somebody makes a donation. And I was sitting here and the phone was going ding, 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 ding. And I counted up about $1,200, but then by the end of the session, it was about $2,500 just yesterday. So we have a total, Ellen? $4,603 from yesterday morning until now. For a grand total of, it puts us over $30,000. So I would say that that's women helping women. And I want to make one comment about women, and then I'm going to turn it over to Julia that she has a drawing and a little raffle, a big raffle, actually. 3 weeks ago, I had the privilege of bringing greetings to the Federation of Jewish Men's Clubs. And I was surprised to see that they had about 400 delegates, and out of the 400, there were about 60 women in the room. Many of them were spouses, partners, and they came, but many of them were members. Federation of Jewish Men's Club has a program where they let women join. And they do. That's just what they do. They're very inclusive. And they said to me, you know, you really should let men join. And I said, not while I'm alive. And I think, you know, the project, the Shifra and Pua project really shows exactly why this is a woman's organization and what we do for women. Thank you, Corey. Corey's taking my job. And so I just want to say that, you know, to have a project for women where women can take care of other women really means something to every one of us. And I know that's why we did what we did. $30,000 is a lot of money. And I thank all of you. And I know my friend Ellen Grossman and Randy Schwartz. Where's Randy? Randy's there. Ellen Grossman and Randy. Thank you so much. And you can still donate. How many times should we say that, Ellen? You can still donate. Okay. So it gives me great pleasure now to step down literally and figuratively and to turn it over to my friend. Again, never enough.
Hi, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. This is an amazing time. I just have a couple of notes. The first thing is that even though I said last night that I wanted you all to come up to me and share your interests, I couldn't write any of them down in this. So please email me. I was happy to meet so many of you who came up to me, but please reach out to me in email. It's jloeb, JLOEB, @WLCJ.org. The second thing is that I talked last night about Leadership Institute, and others have talked about Leadership Institute. So I just want to clarify that the applications that we were putting out for the raffle may have mentioned an age limit, but there is no age limit for Leadership Institute. Anyone, any member in good standing of Women's League is welcome to come. We have 2 leadership institutes planned for this coming year, one in the winter, probably January, but we haven't confirmed the date, and one in the summer. And we encourage you to reach out to your sisterhoods or your regions for scholarship money and come to those, because it truly is an amazing experience. And we said that we would draw 2 scholarships here. So I'm going to ask Carol and Margie to come up and draw those. I had to take it out of the box because there was no opening in the box. It was only a slit. So I have put them in here, but it's zipped up in this lovely tote bag. Aren't they? Aren't they beautiful? So it's zipped up so they can't see. Carol, you want to?
Where do you
From
live?
what? Okay. So these are not for the specific one. You can come to either one because we realize that that you might be closer to when we don't have the locations yet. I'm sorry? They will be Zoom also? No, no, in person. Okay, and I will say that for this raffle, because we realized people had early flights, you don't have to be here in person, because they will hopefully be able to take advantage of this either in the winter or the summer. So Janie Majeski. And Lynn Rosenberg Johnson. So, well, sure, come up. No, maybe we'll just give virtual. We'll be in touch, and when we come to Houston, plan it in Houston. Eileen, not in the summer. Okay, good advice. Good advice. But thank you. I have to say, there were so many applications in here. I didn't even count them up. And it shows that there's a lot of interest. So please consider coming when we have the information out, and watch for that information. And then the last thing is, I know you're anxiously waiting to find out where the next convention location will be. 3 years from now, who knows? We didn't have to plan it yet. When we had conventions 2 years apart, then we always knew when the next one would be, and it was announced at convention. But we will be working on that very quickly with the new incoming convention team. These are proposed chairs, because you will be voting on them if you're a board member tomorrow at the board meeting. So the proposed incoming convention committee will be Wendy Glasser, Vice Chair of Logistics, Debbie Lempert, Vice Chair of Programming, and your next proposed convention chair, Marcia Strongen. And she's already so excited to share it with you, and it's a lot of enthusiasm, and it's going to be a great next convention too. It's hard to top this one. It always is, but you have to look toward the future. So, and I will look forward to seeing you soon. I might be at the doctor on Macomb on Friday, so I will not be on Macomb Biachad. But I look forward to sharing and doing a lot of wrap up with all of you, and safe travels home for those of you who are going back. Oh, wait, I have one more announcement here. In this tzedakah box was a grand total of $37 raised for Torah Hugs by Geraldine Payne. And I'm sure she might be willing to do some more too. Affirmative messages, we can all use that. So, okay, quick announcement from Lori. There you go.
Okay. I'm not Edna, but Edna gave me permission to come up and remind the people that are staying for the board meeting tomorrow. We have dinner at 5:30 tonight. At 7 o'clock, we have our dance party, dancing with our sisters through time. And at 10 o'clock, we have our Women of the Wall program, followed by 11 o'clock, Rosh Chodesh Live from Jerusalem. Thank you. I hope to see the 100 and some people that are staying at everything tonight. And last but not least, we have Minka, so please stay. Thank you.
And in advance, I'd like to thank Kathy Swerdlow, who's going to be leading us in Mincha in 2 seconds.
Okay.
Taking pictures.
Ose shalom bimroma huyase shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Ashrei Yoshvei Veitecha, Oja Halalucha Selah, Ashrei Ha'am Shekacha Lo, Ashrei Ha'am Shadonai Elohav, Tehillah LeDavid. Amen. Tehillat Yedaber Pi, Vivorech Pabasar, Shem Kocho Le'olam Va'ed, V'anachnu Nivorech Ya, Me'atzav Yad Olam, Hallelujah. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah. Be'alma divrach harutei, v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechona v'yamechona, v'chayedech Beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'yamaru. Amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mivorach, li'alam ul'almei almaya, Yitbarach, Yitbarach v'yishabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha, Richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, ta'amiran be'alma v'yimeru. Amen. We're on page 168. We rise for the Amidah. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, v'Konei HaKol, v'Zocher Chasdei Avot, Umevi goel lifnei v'neihem lema'an shemo bi'ahava. Melech ozer ufoked umoshia umagen. Baruch atah Adonai. Magen Avraham ufoked Sarah. Atah gibor li'olam Adonai. Mechaye metim atarav lahoshia. Marid hatav. Mechalkel chayim bechesed. Mechaye metim berachamim rabim, somech noflim v'rofei cholim umatir asurim, umekayem emunato l'shenei afar, mi chamocha ba'al givurot umi domelach, melech memit umechaye umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman ata l'hakayot metim, Baruch ata Adonai, Mechaye hametim. Nekadesh et shemcha ba'alam kashem shemakdishim oto b'shmei marom kakatuv al yad neviecha v'kara ze el ze v'amar kadosh 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 Adonai tzivaot melo kol haaretz kivodo liumatam baruch yomeru baruch kivod Adonai mimkomo uvdivrei kochecha chatuv lemor Yimloch Adonai le'olam Elohai Zion, Ledor Vador, Hallelujah. Ledor Vador Nagid God Lecha, Ulanetzach Nitzachim, Kedushatcha Nakdish, V'shivchacha Eloheinu Mipinu Lo Yamush Le'olam Va'ed, Ki El Melech Gadol V'kadosh Ata, Baruch Ata Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. If you're still davening, please continue at your own pace. Yitkada v'yitkada shemei rabbah, v'alma divracharute v'yamlich machlute v'chayechona v'yamechona v'chayedecho beit Yisrael b'agalav v'zman karev v'yimeru. Amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevorach, le'olam ulal me'ol maya, yitbarach, yitbarach v'ishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei t'kudasha. Prichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran bi'alma v'yimeru. Amen. Titkabal salotahon avotahon dechol Yisrael kadama v'hon devishmaya v'yimeru. Amen. Yehi shalom araba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru. Oseh shalom b'mramav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru. Amen. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula liyoser breshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, v'lo hosamanu kemishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'go aleinu yehohamana, v'anachnu hodim. Ulichabim modim, v'nei melech malchei Malachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'yosef haaretz, u'moshav yiparo, v'shamayim yima'ah, u'shchina tuzo, v'govhei meromim, hu Eloheinu Einod, and Malkeinu Ephes Zulato, Kakatu B'Torato, V'yadata Hayom, Hashevota, Elem Halevel, Ki Adonai Hu Elohim, Bashamayim Ima'al, V'al haaretz, Mitatim. Takatuv b'toratecha, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, v'nemar, v'haya Adonai, l'melech al kol ha'aretz, bayom hahu, yiyeh Adonai echad, u'shemo, Ushemo echad. Shema. The chorus. Those in mourning or observing a yard site, please stand for the Katish Yatom. Sorry. Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah. Be'alma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute. B'chaye echon uv'yom echon uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael ba'agala uv'izman kari v'imru. Amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mivorach le'olam le'omei Almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudesha prichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran bi'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehi Shalama Rabba min Shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. And Julia has an announcement.
Just a couple more quick announcements. First of all, if you are not on the Women's League board, but you are still here tomorrow morning, please join us at the board meeting as a guest. So that's for tomorrow morning. Second of all, tonight, dinner and the dance party are casual. We're done with the business casual part of convention. Feel free to come as casual as you would like. Please wear clothes. That's all we ask. And the second thing is, dinner is open seating tonight. Thank you.